Hey guys, it's Steve, back with part 3 of our Lord Vader tutorial, freaking out, tutorial series in Blender. So, in this part we'll be doing the fine details and finishing up our Lord Vader model. So starting with the details, let's get this fixed up here. This looks a little weird. This needs to come out here some more, something like that. Alrighty, let's see what it looks like from side view. Not too bad. Alright. Okay, and that'll look better when it's smoothed out a little bit more, I believe. Yes. That one line here might just be... Maybe we shouldn't crease it, or maybe we shouldn't crease it to the amount we creased it. You kind of play around with the crease. But... I should probably leave that at 100% for now. Cool. Just gotta... Yeah, let's just make sure that line's up. Sticking out there just a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this part is the fine details and the chin part. So let's get right on to the chin portion. Like I showed you in the other part, but I'll show you again, is the UV image out of here. I have an image up of the Vader Lord disassembled. So you can see the different parts. We've created both of these. This one's not quite done yet. But we also have this section, which is the bottom part of the mesh that I need to do. So let's just do that first. That shouldn't take too long. We should be able to just basically select the bottom half of this mesh. Let me uncheck that vertice and grab that one there and that one there and duplicate it. So we'll just Shift D that and use that to create the rest of his body there. So I'm just going to hide. Wait a minute. Let's grab this and let's just scale it down slightly. And now let's hide the helmet there. So we have just that row of vertices there. And I'll just go ahead and extrude it down for now. So, heck, why don't I just go all the way back? And then I'll come back and add in the details that I'm missing. Like a face here. So grab those two. And this is getting a little hard to see. Let's hide that off. And these two here. I somehow missed that face. Now I have it. And the normals are quite messed up on this, so we just need to go shooting UVs and recalculate the normals. Nice. So yes, first off, this needs to come back the chin area. This will kind of come back up to here. Let me grab this one here as well. I need to turn the viewport down a little bit too. There we go. Getting a little bit choppy there. Viewport speed is very important. So let me see what I got here. Yes, this is good. But this needs to kind of come into a chin point here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and pull those inward. And let's grab all three of those and grab them down to the point. Clipping. Clipping needs to be enabled. There we go. Down to the point there. Let's clip those together there. Snap. Awesome. So there's a chin section. And now I just need to grab this one. Side view. Pull it back. This probably should be rotated actually. So let's kind of, whoops, missed a few vertices over here. Unselect those and rotate these back to form something like that. Alrighty. And if we look at that shape again, these have to be coming inward. So let's grab this, not these, and kind of pull them inward. Alrighty. Nice. Not too bad, not too bad. This is where we kind of have to wing it a little bit more. We can't really use the reference images too much, unfortunately. Because yeah, you can't really see how this goes. So I'm just going to extrude this again. Let's scale it along the Z. And rotate. And kind of just place it back there. Scale it down a little bit more. Rotate. Scale it up a little bit. Cool. Now these vertices here have to come back. And so forth. Alrighty. So I'm going to have to add some more. Let's smooth that out first of all. There we go. Going to have to add some more rows in there. Most definitely. But for now, let's just grab this. Whoops, not hide. Grab. I think this. Stop hiding. Whoops, I keep hitting H. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. We'll put that back up there. And let's just add in another cut here. So we can kind of pull the neck in there some more. Let's grab all of those. Boom. Pull the neck in. Cool. Grab this center vertice. And let's grab all these and remove the mean crease to anything that we don't want it on. Boom. Okay, and now let's go to sculpt mode. Let's go to smooth, and we can do just a little work real quick around here. There we go. Nice. Let's turn O on to turn the proportional editing on and pull it out there. Alrighty, so we have this mesh coming along. It's a little bit wonky, squonky, whatever you want to call it. But we can just kind of work with it. It's not too bad. Let's see what it looks like from front view. Okay. Okay. And that's pretty good. So let's work on the sharp edges now that come to play in this right here. Okay, B. That's nice. We have that edge there, which is what we want. Basically, I think I can just take this and inset. No, not inset, but extrude. Extrude. Turn proportional editing off. Scale. There we go. And let's do a side view and pull it up. This is kind of a vented area as well. And with that face selected, let's give it an increase of 1. Awesome. So there you go, you're getting kind of that vented look there, and we just need to add in some more mean creases. So let me grab these. Let's hide this mesh on top now. Boom. Okay, so we can really see what we're working on all the way. And let's give that a mean crease of 1. Let's give this a mean crease of 1. And there we go. We got that vented area coming along nicely. Let's see what it looks like in the front image again. Alright, it's looking pretty identical. So, let me see. Anything I'm missing? It's looking pretty decent. Maybe it's coming back a little too far. This might be able to come up and out a little bit. So I'll turn proportional editing on. And maybe we can, whoops, turn proportional editing on. Maybe we can kind of pull that whole area up a little bit. There. Cool. And everything looks pretty nice on it. So that will do it for that. And, well, wait a minute. Neck looks kind of chubby in here, if you know what I mean. Maybe we can do something about that. So let's go here. Alrighty. Well, actually, it's not necessarily chubby. This actually has to kind of flare out along the X. So let's kind of do that. Alright. That's looking better. And I do think that these should come up a little bit. So let's just double tap G and kind of pull those up a little bit there. And then maybe we can pull them in slightly. Alright, that's not looking too bad. I know I've said that a lot, but it's true. It's not looking too bad. Just kind of smoothing that out. It's not working though. I think I may have, yes. I accidentally got my vertice snapped there, so just uncheck clipping and fix it. We want that one snapped there. So pull that one back, turn clipping back on, and snap her up. Snap. Okay. Cool. So that will do it for the bottom mesh. And let's kind of work on some more of these little details that I was saying. First of all, the nose. He kind of has something coming down on his nose there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if anybody knows what the real term of it is, but we're going to add that something. you can see if I go to the front view and hide it, hide the helmet, that piece there. So let's unhide it, hide the helmet again though, and tab into edit mode. If we go to wireframe, we can see it better. I'm just going to grab some of these inside faces here, go front view, and extrude them. We'll pull it, whoops, turn proportion lighting off, pull them straight down, scale them along the Z, and boom, that was about the easiest piece to do. Really simple. Let's go to side view here and pull it back, scale along the X or Y. To straighten her up and fit her in right there. About the easiest piece to do right there. One thing is we want it to be in front, so let's just grab that face, the two faces there. That one too. And let's go Y. Y basically separates it as its own piece, and then we can pull it forward. Awesome. We're going to even give that some thickness now. Let's just do that. Let's grab that one and the one next to it and extrude. Just a little thickness there, looks good. And then let's do the outer edges real quick with a mean crease of 1. That one too, a mean crease of 1. Okay, let's grab the vertices across the top there too. I guess I got them all. Alrighty. But something doesn't look right there. Just that one. No. Maybe I just need to add in some cuts there. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that instead of the mean crease, actually. Quick take the crease off of that and just add in some cuts. Sometimes the cuts look better. Excellent. So that looks good there. Now, a few more things, like the little air pockets under his eyes that you can't forget about. So let's do that. Let's grab that face there. It already kind of fits the eye good. So I'm going to hit I to inset. And we'll inset that down to about there. Scale along the X. Something like that. Okay, it's looking good-ish. Ish, I said. Needs to be kind of rotated back. Cool. Grab that face there. Whoops, grab it. There we go. Keep it all flat. And then grab that face there and extrude it inward. Boom. Not bad. Let's see what it's looking like compared to that. It's a little bit fat, maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit too fat. So what we have to do is let's kind of double tap G, slide these a little bit, and then kind of pinch it up a little bit. Scale them down. Scale them down. Same with these back here. Scale them down. Scale them down. That's looking pretty good. Let's just pull these back there and pull these back there. Not too bad. Now we just have to add in some creases, as you may have already guessed. Boom, a crease there. Grab the one back there. Boom, a crease there. Looks pretty decent. Let's kind of sink that back a little bit, so it's not sticking out there. Cool. So there's another little bit of detail that we got. And next part might come into the nose. I'm thinking move on to the nose then. Yes, that looks good. So the nose kind of has these rings going down it. If I hide that and go to front view so you can see the background image, these little bumps along the nose. That's something we're going to add because it's cool. And it's cool. So let me go ahead and add another cut in there. And let me see, how many are there? I think there is, let's hide you, hide you. 1, 2, 3, at least 3. We can get away with 3. You can add more if you want. Of course, you can do whatever you want. Hide you, grab you, unhide you. Cool. So let's kind of line up these vertices to match these bumps that we'll be putting in here a little bit. So I'm going to go to front view here, double tap G, and can't slide the way I want to. Basically, I need these to be slid up or these to be slid down. Either way works for me. So I'm just going to kind of pull these down. There, you can see there's 4 in the side view image there. So maybe we'll go 4. Doesn't really matter. Just going to kind of line my vertices up here the way I want them. Okay. And I think I'll put... Let me see here. Maybe I'll grab this, double tap G, pull it down to there. Put one there, put another cut in there, put one there, grab this one, double tap G, got one there, and just grab this, double tap G, put one up there. Cool. So about equally spaced. What I'm going to do is now grab, where do I want the first one? Right here. Cool. Grab this, extrude it, pull it inward, and then basically not inward. Basically not inward. I hit period there if you're wondering what I did to kind of zoom in on that. Then I'm going to pull it outward. Alright. Something like that. What do you think of that? And then we can crease it a bit. And just to go ahead and do that on all of these real quick. Extrude. No, hold on a second. I need to scale this down quite a bit. I didn't do that. So as soon as I extrude it, I need to extrude, scale. There we go. Okay, that's what I want. Option H and hide that though. And right around there, extrude it outward some more. Yes, so you want to extrude it twice. There's one. Let's just do that all the way along here. Extrude. Scale it. We can kind of use the side view here if we want to get the proportions accurate. And extrude it outward. Do the same thing here. Extrude. Scale her down. Fit her in there. Extrude her outwards. We got one more up here. Extrude. Whoops. I think I hit it again. Scale her down. This one's a little bit bigger, I think. Doesn't really matter. You can experiment. And there you go. So now we just need to kind of sharpen these up a little bit. Some of them might be coming out a little too far as well. But grabbing these, kind of pulling it back is good. Kind of straightening up this middle line of vertices there. Real quick. Alrighty. And let's sharpen them up by grabbing those and turning the crease up to a 1. Boom, 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 kaboom. That's looking pretty good. And then let's do the top as well, face. Let's grab that face, really. Do the crease. Now that's coming out too far. Pull it in. And there's that crease in the middle there. I'll come back and remove that. But you can see once that crease that I have them coming out too far. So just kind of set them back down. Nice and gentle. Here we go. And last one. Perfect. So now I'm just going to grab the edge select tool. Grab those edges there. All 4 of them. And turn the crease off on them. So they still wrap around like that. Cool. So there's some more details. Doesn't look bad. You can tweak the shape or size of them. They might be a little bit fat or whatever. But I'm not going to be too picky on them right now. Don't want to waste too much time when it's pretty easy to do it yourself. You don't need to waste your time watching it. There we go. So that's good. And we're almost there now. So those details. I think it's time to do the mesh detail, which is placed behind this part, the kind of vent you see here. Now, this is kind of fun. This is kind of a unique method for doing it that I used. I'm going to Option H, unhide everything. I'm going to place my cursor right around there and Shift add in a plane. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. And yeah, rotate 90 degrees along the X. Let's scale her up a bit. And let's pull her in front of it. Cool. And scale her up quite a bit. I'm going to rotate her 90 degrees. No, rotate her 45 degrees. Sorry. And now I'm going to tab W, subdivide, and place the number of cuts here up to something about so. We'll go with that many. And now I'm going to scale along the Z. So we kind of get that grid pattern there. And now what I'm going to do to get something usable is add in the wireframe modifier right there on the bottom. And you can see the default settings right there look pretty good already. Maybe make the thickness a little bigger because I'll be scaling it down some more. Maybe go 0.25 and apply. So now we have this mesh that we can basically fit exactly where we want. So I'm going to rotate it and fit it in right there behind those. Cool. Scale her down a bit too. Kind of position it how I want the grid coming across there. We'll scale it down just a little bit more. Nice. Doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good right about there, I think. Okay. And now I'm just going to tab into edit mode. Use C to select the edges. And basically select all the unused vertices. So I'm going to go faces actually, so I don't destroy any of them that I want. And just select along where I don't need them. And these will be deleted. So very simple, but kind of a fun way to use the wireframe modifier to get some work done quickly. And obviously there'd be a number of ways to do this, but this one was kind of fun and different, so I chose it. Let's X delete the faces. Now we still have a few stragglers that need to be deleted in here. Let's just grab those, grab those, grab those. Not these. Okay, X delete those vertices. Whoops, we went a little too far there. X delete those faces. Okay, so now we have just a few faces here and there that need to be pushed back. So if you have those, just select them, double tap G, slide them back in. Double tap G, slide them back. Anything that's poking through, just slide back. That looks perfect. And we have that nice grid there. Now there's also this grid across the bottom, or something very similar to it, so I'm just going to use the same one. So just Shift D it. Command Z actually. Tab it, edit mode. Shift D it. Okay, we'll Shift D it, rotate it, and place her down here as well. Okay, I'm also going to want to kind of position it in my viewport there and rotate it 180 degrees. Alright. And then I need to trim these back as well. So just grab those all along here. Cool. X, delete faces. Whoops. Got a few more stragglers. So clean them up. I think I can delete all these vertices actually, and I don't need to do the faces. Cool. Everything looks good. Everything looks perfect. So there we go. There's the grid details. Now one thing left is the knobs here on the end. If I look at my image here, you can see you kind of have these knobs. Same with the side image right there. So I'm going to add those in now. So let's unhide this. Grab our sphere here. Go to side view. Alrighty. I'm going to extrude. Scale a little bit. Extrude. Actually, I think what might be easier is if I just extrude it out. Here, maybe if I switch this to local or normal. No, that's not gonna work. Just go back to normal there, global. I'm just gonna have to kind of eyeball it, I guess, because I'm not getting an extrusion that follows anything because of the way I did that. So I'm just gonna extrude that out like so. And then make sure it's straight on top too. Just gotta kind of eyeball this. Alright, straight with those. Straight enough. And then fix it from the side again. Okay, cool. Now what I'm gonna do is Control R, put another ring in there. We'll select this, extrude, scale it. Actually, let's go Alt Scale, and that will just scale it on the thickness, which is cool. So we'll do that, and then let me see what else I have here. Yeah, kind of a little tip on the end then. So I'll go Control R, boom, and then select this one right there, and extrude, Alt S to Alt Scale it along with thickness. Alright, sweet. Now I'm just going to add in a few more rings here to sharpen up those edges. Good. And then we could do some more along the top. Boom, boom, and here too. Whoops, not there. Get it right. There we go. Control R, Control R. Cool. Now those are kind of big. Just looking at it, that's a little big. So let's grab this, Alt scale it down a bit. Grab this, Alt scale it down a bit too. Whoops, we need to select the vertices for that. Alt scale. Well, actually, we have to select the rings there too. So Alt, select that. Actually, you know what we can do? We can go boom, Control plus, and Alt scale. Now I'll go back to vertices. There we go. Alt scale. The alt scaling doesn't seem to work in this situation. Bummer. I'll just scale it normal then. Guess I have to. I'll just scale it normal then, and slide these down then. Command Z. Take that back. You know what we can do? I'm overcomplicating this. I'm sorry. We can just select the whole thing with C. Boom, boom, boom. All those faces, and just scale it down on its own. No biggie. Let's just unselect that last ring or two there. So I'm not scaling that. Why can't I get you? Option, unselect. Don't want to unselect. I'll just do it by hand. I just don't want these selected there. Okay, so I can go Control I and do it the hard way. There we go. Now just unselect everything else. There's always one way to get it. Probably an easier method than I just did. But hey, it worked. Alrighty. So now it's just that selected. Nothing else. Very important to me, nothing else. Alright, we'll scale it down. And pull her back up to there. Cool. And we need another edge loop in there, and another edge loop in there. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit of detail there. This outer ring here might be a little big. So I might select that and scale it down, but I'm pretty satisfied now. Missed a ring. There we go. Cool. So there is our Lord Vader model. I'm thinking I covered all the basics of the modeling now. So congratulations, you have achieved Lord Vader. It looks pretty decent. Obviously you can tweak it, but for the tutorial I am pretty satisfied with it. Pretty good. Not bad at all. So there we go. I'm just going to tweak that a little bit. So that will do it for the modeling phase, guys. You made it past the modeling phase if you're here. And you're ready to take it on to some materials and texturing. So that will be the next part. And you'll want to check back for that in a part coming soon, if it's not out already. So that's it for me, guys. And I'll see you all. Let me crank the view up there real quick. See you all in the next part with materials and rendering. Bye-bye.